Greetings, everybody, and tonight I'm going to be talking about my experience in going to Too Many Games 2014. It's been about a week since that event, and frankly, I'm still a bit tired from it. It was that great. Plus, I'm still kind of recovering from all that traveling, plane flights, connecting flights here and there, but you don't want to hear all about that crap. So yeah, Too Many Games 2014. This is actually my third convention that I went to, in my entire life, and the second one I went to, that's out of state. So, yeah. I've always wanted to go to this event because, well, I've heard things about it. It's like pretty much a video game convention where you can buy video games and video game stuff. And, I was curious. I was like, well, why not? There might be some things that are interesting to me. It's like, okay, I'll just check it out. And boy, oh boy, were there a lot of video game stuff. I mean, there are video game vendors, there are video game shirts, and all sorts of things. Like, if you're really a fan of video games, you should really try and go to this thing. I am not kidding you. You'll find old video games, video game systems, a whole bunch of, fan games and legitimate cartridges that you can play for your systems, like your Super Nintendo or Genesis, that sort of thing. And wow. Now, of course, I had to spoil myself with a whole bunch of things. I mean, first of all, I got an operational Dreamcast once again, along with a few games to go along with it. Bought a bunch of PlayStation games and PS3 games and some Nintendo 64 games. And since it was my brother's birthday that week, I asked him, what do you want? And he wanted, well, this thing, Rayman, for the Wii. Thank you. Thank you. Blech. You're welcome. Sorry, I can't talk. Still kind of recovering. And there's more to it than Too Many Games. There are a bunch of vendors there that have a bunch of, not vendors, a bunch of displays that have a bunch of indie games set up that people can try, and I've tried a couple of them. There was this one fighter that allows you to control a cupcake where you can shoot a bunch of broccoli and hamburger fighters. It was pretty interesting. And there was this one called Treasure Adventure, I believe. That it's pretty much like a platformer Zelda-like-esque video game that was actually pretty cool, and I'm actually kind of interested in it, But the guy there said it would take about a year to, finish up and polish up, and okay, I don't mind the wait. And there were also sections where you can play some video games. I saw Mario Kart 8 there, I saw Duck Hunt, I saw Pac-Man World 2, and a whole bunch of other things. And there was even tournaments going on for certain things. And I participated in the Super Smash Bros. 64 tournament. I managed to get to the second round before I got eliminated, but I had fun. It was fun playing that game, so yeah. Of course, there were panels as well. I went to the Sega Bits panel on Saturday. It was fun seeing all that nostalgia about all the Dreamcast thing. And that's what prompted me to buy another functional Dreamcast, so yeah. And folks, I will actually be using this Dreamcast fairly soon. Again, I'm still kind of in recovery mode. That's why I've taken a week off from loading things on this channel. But more on that later. There was a concert hall where I saw, first of all, I saw this one band known as Bit Brigade, I believe. And what they did was, there was this guy on stage playing an actual video game, and the video game soundtrack would be removed. So, Big Brigade, the band, would actually provide the soundtrack, and it was pretty cool. The time I went to see them was when they were playing Mega Man 2, and it was actually pretty awesome. And that's what prompted me to buy the CD that featured the Mega Man music, and wow, it was pretty incredible. You have to have been there to actually see this event. And I think they might be online somewhere. You can find a video of them online, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see, what else? There was this after party on Saturday night that I went to. It was pretty fun. Free food for once, and more bands and a bunch of DJ battles, and it's actually pretty nice to just relax, hang out, and you know, listen to some bands while eating food, and oh man, it was such a good time. I mean, describing all these things pales in comparison to the actual experience, you know? If you just go for at least one day, it's going to be worth it, folks. It'll be worth it if you're really, if you are really a fan of video games, and what can I say? I mean, what else can I say about this place? Too Many Games. I want to try and go back there next year, but it depends on my budget, you know? There are other conventions I want to check out, but if I want to go to one convention next year, at least, I want to go back to Too Many Games. I had a blast, and who knows what other kind of video games that I could buy there on the cheap, you know? I don't have to rely on going to Amazon or eBay or such things, and oh, and one more thing before I sign off. And I know people are probably going to be asking this or saying, the blah 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 blah. Yes, I did meet good old Some Call Me Johnny. And we talked for a bit, and yeah, so I thought I'd throw that in there. And yeah, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to recover for a little bit, probably take half a week off. But I did record a new game for this channel right here, so I'm going to be doing some editing as well as working on my other review channel, so I'm going to be a little busy for a bit. So let's see here, what's today's date? It's the weekend of 4th of July according to this calendar, so I'm going to see here. What I think I'll do is I'll get back to work probably the middle of this week, I think. It depends on how far I am, but I just like to let you know what I've been up to, having a good time, and let you know why I've not been busy on this channel for a little while. So, anyway, folks, be safe, everyone, and thanks for watching. Okay, bye-bye.